last Impact before Genesis. The good news is that some of the matches got decent time again, and no Kip James this week. The bad news is that from a writing and booking standpoint, this was a really weird show, and to be honest, I'm not sure how to feel about it. So I'll just start with the first article of weirdness, and that's the tag title situation. If they want to make Lethal and Creed the tag team champions, that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. But how they went about it was just so damn strange. I mean, they had the babyfaces come out and take advantage of beer money when Robert Roode was injured, which is kind of something that a heel tag team would do. And this comes after all these rough cut videos that made beer money look like babyfaces. So this should have felt like beer money were finally getting what they deserved, but instead, in a weird way, it kind of felt like they got screwed over. And maybe, they're going to do a face turn now. I don't know, but I just wasn't sure how I was supposed to feel about this, and it looked like the Impact Zone crowd kind of felt the same way. The second weird thing was the main event. Look, I understand that B.G. James is Jeff Jarrett's friend, and that Angle was just hurting him to hurt Jeff, but that does not mean you should put him in the main event of a show. This is not going to draw ratings. You know why? Because no one cares about B.G. James anymore. No one is tuning in to see B.G. James, and they haven't for a long time. That man is retired from active competition. He is a road agent now. But then, from out of nowhere, he's going 10 minutes with Kurt Angle? Because all of a sudden, B.G. James is some huge ass kicker? And, yeah, I know Angle ended up destroying him, and the beatdown was actually really good. But still, this was the wrong match at the wrong time. However, afterward, we got two really great money promos from Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley, and they used this as a way to finally hype up Mick Foley's returning to the ring at Genesis, and it got me really excited for those matches. So the end result was that the whole thing accomplished what it was supposed to accomplish, but the process of getting there was just completely fucked up. So, once again, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to feel about this. What I do know how I feel about is the Sarah Palin thing. This week, the beautiful people were on a farm waiting in horse crap. There's something really symbolic about that. Look, can we please just cut to the chase with this storyline already? Please? This has been going on for weeks and weeks, and I still have no idea why I'm supposed to care about it. And when a storyline is so stupid and so pointless that even Kip James wants nothing to do with it, what kind of message does that send to your audience? Now, it looks like they're going to have the big quote-unquote payoff for this thing next week, apparently, and this better be going somewhere good. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. The X Division title tournament match was good, once again, although it was too short, and they should have made a bigger deal out of Alex Shelley and Eric Young because those guys were at each other's throats 2 weeks ago. So now we're getting Sabin versus Shelley at Genesis, which should easily be the match of the night. But I am absolutely sick of all these tournament matches getting overshadowed by Sheik Abdul-Bashir's feud with the Spaz referee. And here's something that's really bothering me about this, okay? Why is this match going to pay-per-view? What is this doing on the Genesis card? This is an Impact match. No one is ordering this pay-per-view to see Sheik Abdul-Bashir versus Shane Sewell. But the good thing about them finally pulling the trigger on that feud is that they can get these guys away from the X Division now. So, let's hope it stays that way. What else? Oh, yeah. We had Awesome Kong versus Madison Rayne. Also, that's Ashley Lane, one half of the Shimmer Tag Team Champions. As far as I know, she has not been signed to a contract, so this was probably just a 1-week thing where they had her just fill a spot so Kong could squash somebody. I'm glad about that. I have no problem with Ashley Lane. I mean, she's not a bad worker, I guess, but we've already got 3 hot blondes on the roster, and with 2 of them being hot and blonde is actually their gimmick. We don't need a 4th. Plus, there's just much better women out there that TNA should be going after right now. And just for the record, when I say much better women, I am not talking about Tori Wilson and Sorelda. Alright? And, okay, nothing against either of those 2 women, but one of them brings nothing to the table at all other than being really hot, and the other one got She's a Man chance the last time she was on TV. Right now, these are just rumors, and hopefully that's all they are, but I'm just letting you guys know my thoughts on that one. Tori Wilson and Sorelda in TNA, Hell no. What else? Oh yeah, okay. Also, oh yeah, Austin Kong. That thing where she was carrying around that picture of Christy Hemme. I thought that was kind of sad, actually, because they did the exact same thing with Kong when she first came in and she was carrying around the picture of Gail Kim. Remember that? So these writers are still trying to make Christy look like the next Gail Kim, and it is not going to work. It's not going to work. And TNA, you know it's not going to work. That's why you've been protecting Christy so much for the last month. Roxy and ODB should be in this spot right now, not Christy. I don't need no stinking credibility Hemi. But as it turns out, they didn't really devote much time to this. You know, Christy didn't appear on the show at all, and there wasn't anything about this feud in the hype video at the end of the show. So it looks like TNA is trying to not draw too much attention to this match on Genesis this Sunday. It's almost as if they don't expect it to be that good. How very odd. But anyway, Genesis. I know there's not a lot of buzz for this pay-per-view right now, and I can understand that, you know, why people wouldn't be that excited for this thing, because parts of it do look pretty uninspired. I'll cop to that. But there are still some things to look forward to here. Angle and Jarrett at Bound for Glory was a terrific match, and the build-up to their rematch has been very good. You know, I hope Angle goes over here. He should go over. I think most of the IWC is hoping that he goes over just on general principles. And, you know, that would be the right thing to do for the company. It'll be a great match, as well it should be, because this is the match that the whole show is built around, basically. Sabin versus Shelley for the X Division title. This is the match that I'm getting Genesis to see. I can't wait to see this thing. This will blow the roof off the place, and what I love about this is that either Sabin wins, or Shelley wins, or Homicide comes out afterwards and cashes in his title shot and wins the title, which is what I think will happen. But no matter how it goes, we're going to have an awesome X Division champion by the time this pay-per-view is over, and that has not been the case for the last few months. The six-man tag, I'm still undecided about this one. I don't think we'll have the final verdict on Foley's return to the ring until after this match happens. You'll probably see the Motor City Machine Guns get involved somehow. That seems to be what they're building towards. The tag title triple threat, I think this one could surprise some people. Matt Morgan's been improving a lot recently, and Lethal and Creed will only help this match. They're a fresh team in the tag title picture, which is a good thing to have at this point. Bashir and Shane Sewell, I don't care about that one. I don't think anyone does. Knockouts title match, if Christy Hemme wins, it's a sign of the apocalypse. If there's a God, Kong retains, and I'm fairly confident that she will at this point. Sting versus Rhino. This, to me, is a weak main event. They had these guys wrestle a match on Impact a few weeks ago that was decent, but not much else, and it tanked in the ratings, by the way. No one believes Rhino is going to win here, and I think TNA know that since they've done practically nothing to hype this thing up. But the real draw here is what Sting does. We're probably going to see the other main event Mafia guys get involved again, because you know if they got a chance to attack you 5-on-1, they're going to. But lately we've seen, you know, some of the doubt about what Sting is doing kind of start to creep into him a little bit. So I think the real story here is the question of whether or not this is going to be the tipping point for Sting's character. Will Sting finally stand up to his cronies and say, no, we're going to do it the right way this time? Or will he once again just shake his head disapprovingly, but you know, still do nothing to stop them, furthering his current gimmick of being the biggest hypocrite on earth? You know, it creates some intrigue in a match that frankly needs some. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. But overall, man, the way I feel about Genesis right now is pretty much the same way I felt about this Impact. You know, that is, I really don't know how to feel about it. I mean, on paper, it looks better than Final Resolution did, and there's several matches that I'm looking forward to, but there's just no electricity in the air right now. You know, I mean, hopefully they'll pull something out of the hat this Sunday. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. So enjoy the pay-per-view. I'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.